Okay, so if you've got one of these, or one of these, or even one of these, then you're probably going to want one of these. This collects fur, and that is a small one that came with it. Now there's a few different types of fur removal brushes you can get, and this one, I'll show you how this one works. So what you would do is you take it out of this, and then on there's arrows, so you'd move this in the direction of that arrow. So that way, and then that way. It catches pretty much 95% of the fur, and I use this when there's a lot of fur on something that I don't want the fur on. And then when you've got the fur on this, what you do is you put it back into here, like so, and then take it back out again. And this catches all the fur from that. And then when you want to empty it out of this, what you do is you take this off, and it all gathers up in the bottom right there. See that? Alternatively, what you can get is a roller. And this used to be a roller. Now it's just a handle. So with this, what you would do is roll it up and down your clothing. The fur will stick to it. When there's a lot of fur on this, you peel a layer off and you've got a new sticky layer, which you can carry on with. Now that doesn't last long, and it definitely doesn't last 3 years. This, I've had this nearly 4 years. Now there are pros and cons to both of these. This might not take all of the fur off of your clothing, so if you have to attend a wedding, you might want to use a sticky roller. But if you've got a lot of fur on something, and I'm talking like maybe a chair that your cat sits on, then you probably don't want to use a roller, because one, it doesn't need to be super clean, and two, there's going to be a lot of fur that sticks to it, and you're going to have to peel off a layer, and well, you're just going to waste them. So that is why I use this a lot. Now I'm going to show you how it works. Alright, so here we have my cat, Pancake, and she is always on this chair, always. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how this works on the backrest. So I'm going to hold it in place and just start going like this. And that there is the first wipe. This time I'll go upwards, so you see that arrow's pointing downwards. If I turn it that way, it's going to be pointing upwards. And then go like this. 2 wipes. So right there you can see fur on both sides. And now what I usually do is start going like this and taking the fur off. But this time around what I'll do is I'll just put it in here. We'll see how that works. I don't usually do this. Should work fairly well, I reckon. Most of the fur's come off it. Done that a few times, but like I said, I usually use my hands to take it off. Don't usually bother with this. Not sure if you can see inside there, but the fur's all gathered up at the bottom. All right, so now I'm going to give this a proper clean, and as you can see, there's nothing on the brush, and Cat is back. And there we have all the fur. And like before, in here like that, and then back out. Do that a couple of times maybe. Turn it around. And all the hair is gathered up at the bottom. And now I'll try it on this bit. As you can see, that is a lot of hair. Now I'm going to use that side. And now we've got both sides covered. I'm going to put it back into here. I guess you could probably consider this an extreme test. I'd say it's doing fairly well, but like I said, I'd normally remove the fur manually, like that. Either way, the fur is now at the bottom of that, which you can't quite see, but it's there. Let's try this a few more times. Slightly different angle. And that is how this works. And this is probably Peanut's favourite part of the house, the bedroom. And this is the bed. So let's see how well this works on here. And that there is all the fur that's just come off. Now I'm going to turn it over and go in that direction. And then what you want to do is change the angle. So that is the amount of fur that's just come off. going to do this again and carry on. So as you can see, it works pretty good. And here we have Pancake. She, for some reason, finds this fascinating. She was over on the other side just watching. I mean, there's also vacuum attachments you can buy, which help. However, if you need something to remove fur, then I'd recommend this. I mean, there's a few things you can buy, but this is what I have.